What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Scotty for Prez, and with Modern Warfare 2 creeping towards the end of its life cycle, I decided I wanted to reminisce a little bit, take a step back into time, pop on my time travel bracelet, twist the knob a few times, and just kick back a decade and think about a few things that Call of Duty players nowadays just wouldn't understand. Things that if you started playing Call of Duty in Modern Warfare 2019 or Black Ops 4, you're probably not going to understand these. They don't hold the same weight today as they did back in the day, back in my heyday. If you end up enjoying, drop a like to support the channel, and even consider subscribing for more regularly posted content. So let's get into it. The first thing we're going to talk about is 1v1ing, but not just 1v1ing, 1v1ing quick scopes. When you were in Black Ops, COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, the OG, Black Ops 2, if you were in, if you got into a beef with somebody in the lobby, you would hear someone say 1v1 me, or in Modern Warfare 2, you'd hear 1v1 me Rust, or 1v1 me quick scopes. And hey, at that point, you had to, man. It carried so much more weight back then, and it was just something, it was like your pride was on the line. You had to back out and you had to play this guy. Simple as that. You had to. Nowadays, you'll hear people every once in a while, especially like in ranked or something. You'll hear someone say, "Oh, you're trash. 1v1 me, 1v1 me." Very, very far in between do they actually follow through in 1v1. And a lot of the 1v1s I see online, they're typically like TikTokers or content creators 1v1ing their followers or something like that. And that's fine. That's all good and dandy. But what I'm saying is the 1v1 back in the day was like someone stepping on your shoes and spitting in your face. I mean, dude, you had to take the shirt off. You know what I mean? You had to take the shirt off, scoot up in your chair, close the door, tell your mom you're not coming out for about 20 minutes, and then have the mac and cheese ready, because you want an after victory snack, and you just went out there and put your heart on the line. Nowadays, quick scoping isn't as big of a deal because of the mechanics of sniping and the movement, and it's more realistic, and I get that. But oh man, that was the glory days. The next thing that we're going to talk about that I know, if you're a new COD player, I mean, even within the past 5, 6 years, 7 years, you're not going to understand this, and it is dual shotguns as secondaries. I remember I was like, I want to say 13, 14. That's when I was playing Modern Warfare 2, the original one. It was something like that. I was around that age. And man, slapping on the dual badonkadunks, the double barrel shotguns. What are those? Not the models. The models were disgusting too. But the big boys. I can't remember. But you just wouldn't understand. I mean, now, we got the automatic pistol as a secondary. We have the F-Tac Siege. We have the X13. We have the Magna. And people complain and complain about that. And I'm telling you, you guys would not have cut it back in the OG COD days. I'm not saying I miss the dual shotguns as secondaries. I think we should leave them in the past. Leave them where they belong. Just leave them there. They were fun while they lasted. They were fun for that time frame, and they were fun for kind of what Call of Duty was at that point. It was more arcadey. It was more casual. Now it's very competitive with skill-based matchmaking and with the balancing of weapons. But back then, it just wasn't like that. Dual shotguns, they were annoying, but they were just part of the game, and you would use them or you wouldn't use them. It wasn't that big of a deal. Now, this last one, it popped into my head actually just before I made this video, and I can't believe I even forgot about it, but it was custom emblems. So I want to say it started with Black Ops 1, and I know a few games beyond that, like Black Ops 2 had it. I know Advanced Warfare had it, and I want to say Infinite Warfare may have had it as well. But you could customize your emblems, and this was awesome. I will say they didn't always, look like Find as the emblems we have now. Obviously, the graphics today are phenomenal. But when it came to what people would do with the different shapes you could get and what they would make, it was insane. People were making all types of stuff. They were putting women on there. They were putting dongs on there. They were putting all types of stuff. And I mean, whatever kind of emblem you wanted to make, there was a video out there for you to track down and figure out how to make it. If you want to make, you know, Mike Tyson, if you want to make a guy and a girl making out with the sunset in the background, you could do it. You could do any of that. And that's one thing I do miss. I miss the fact that we have all these operators, we have all these attachments, we have all this stuff that we can do, but none of it has like any of our own personality to it. We can't customize our operators to a T. You know, we can't even, just simple stuff. You know, we can't change their patches. So we also can't change and customize our calling cards or emblems. But yeah, man, just a real quick video. I just kind of wanted to pop in and share my thoughts on 3 things that, I don't know, I haven't thought about in a while. And 3 things that me growing up held a lot of weight and just really made Call of Duty what it was. And those memories, how much fun I had back then, I think is a key part of why I'm still playing now. Even though that, you know, Activision has the game in a kind of a bad state, a kind of a beat up state. People aren't happy with it. People aren't happy with the transactions, and I get that. I don't know, man. I have hope for the franchise because it brought me so much when I was a kid. So let me know something you miss in the old Call of Duties. If you're a new player, let me know what you think about these 3 we just talked about. I'm Scotty for Prez, and I'm going to see you guys next time. Deuces.